Now we're in Granby, Massachusetts. We're at the graveside of a person that was buried a long time ago. It's in West Street Cemetery, and this is one of our stops on the historical tour of this cemetery. I'll read you what it says. In God's care, Patricia Ann Tucker, Granby girl, July 28th, 1950 to August 8th, 1978. Gone but never forgotten. Now this is a brand new stone because since she died without being known, the Granby residents decided at some point to put up a stone that says unknown girl, and it had the date that she was discovered as being dead in Granby. Now since that point they've discovered who she is, and she's known to be Patricia Ann Tucker from birth. She was married, I believe 3 times, and they thought that her 3rd husband killed her. She was born, I believe it was New Jersey, and she died probably in Chicopee. The death date that's given here is the last date she was killed. Is the last date she was seen alive. So it's great. I think her son paid for the stone. Now I'll get to the side here and tell you the story. Okay, the story is this. She was discovered in November 1978 in the woods, about 100 yards into the woods off Easton Street near the corner of Amos Street. And she had been stuffed under a log. The remains had withered away very quickly. She probably only was there about 3.5 months, but it was almost to a point of a skeleton already because she was outdoors. And it probably was true that her husband, a man with last name of Coleman, had killed her. She had found with a bullet through her temple, and they couldn't figure out who it was. They did at some point within the next year put it in the Holy Transcript newspaper, pictures of her shoes or clothes that she was wearing at that point, so people could try to start to identify who it was. They couldn't, and so for 44 years no one knew who it was. At some point a couple years ago, they finally, through DNA, they were finally able to figure out who she actually was, because her son had put his own DNA up on one of the DNA boards. And through the detectives checking out, they were able to figure out who she was, and they contacted him and talked to him about the situation. He was still a young child when she passed away. It's a very sad story. Since that point, that husband has died also. He had gone to jail, and I think during his jail time he had died. So it's a very sad story, but it's happy now because they figured out who it is, and that's always very important because you get a sense of closure on the situation. All right, so we can thank the Granby residents a great deal, and we can thank her family for being responsible and getting this beautiful new tombstone for her. Thank you very much.